Alagang Amoso, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang Amoso. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw po, pagbati, and welcome to Alagang Amosop, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o Amosop at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan po natin ang iba't ibang mga programs and welfare services ng Amosop para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating union. Tinatalakay din po natin ang mga napapanahong issue tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng mga magigiting nating Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers. Ang Alagang Amosop ay napapakinggan din po sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko, 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Special shoutout po sa mga miyembro ng Amosop at sa lahat ng mga Pilipino at Pilipinang mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakikinig po sa atin ngayon.
Alagang Amoso dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Just a quick recap sa topic po natin last week, ang Amosop ID at ang kahalagahan ng updated na records ng ating mga Amosop members at syempre ng ating mga dependents. Ang kasama po nating resource person ay si Mr. Ricky Rodriguez, ang Amosop Records Department Head, at si Ms. Faye Samson, Amosop Records Staff. And of course, on my behalf, ang nag-host po ng ating show last week ay si Ms. Shane Lontok Alvarez ng Amosop Communications Department. Ayan, so this week naman po ay ang topic natin ay ang International Day for Women in Maritime. Nitong nakaraang linggo lamang po, May 18 ay ipinagdiwang natin yung napaka-espesyal po na okasyon. At ang tema po ngayong 2025 ng International Day for Women in Maritime ay ayon sa International Maritime Organization, IMO, ay an ocean of opportunities for women. Ayan, napakagandang talakayan po natin ngayong araw. May makakasama po tayong dalawa na aspiring women seafarers from the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. Isang pagpupugay po sa lahat ng mga kababaihan sa industriya ng maritime na patuloy na nagpapakita ng galing, tapang at determinasyon sa kabila ng mga hamon sa dagat. At para nga sa isa na namang kwento ng pangarap, pag-asa at pagsisikap, ating makakapanayam ngayong araw ang dalawang kadete na nagsisimula pa lang sa kanilang maritime journey. Mula again sa Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific o MAAP, ang training and education arm ng ating union. Let us all welcome on the show Midshipwoman Third Class Marimon Micaela Grace, isang deck cadet, at si Midshipwoman First Class Casaberde Kiara May, isang engine cadet. Welcome to Alagang Amosop.
Thank you po, ma'am, for having us.
Ayan, sila po ay kasama natin from live on the show from the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific, kung saan meron din po silang ongoing activity in celebration of the International Day for Women in Maritime. Ayan, so punta na tayo sa ating mga katanungan sa inyong dalawa. So, pwede nyo bang ikwento sa amin, sa ating mga tagapakinig, kung paano nyo napili na pasukin ang maritime industry o ang pagbabarko? Meron ba kayong, may tao ba na naging inspirasyon o karanasan na nag-motivate sa inyo para tahakin ang landas dito sa maritime industry?
Good afternoon, ma'am. For me, ma'am, I have always known about the seafaring industry since my father is also a seafarer sailing across the Philippines, but he is already retired. However, I never thought that I will actually take this path. Back in high school, I thought of becoming a teacher. However, when I passed the entrance exam for the Maritime Academy of Asia and Pacific, I took a leap of faith I grabbed the opportunity and challenged myself because sa community namin, ma'am, although marami pong seafarer, pero lahat sa kanila puro lalaki. Wala pa po sa community namin na parang known na may babaeng seafarer. So I took it as a challenge to actually become the first seafarer in our community and to hopefully inspire other young women who aspire to become seafarers to take this track.
Okay.
And for me, ma'am, honestly, I didn't expect to to this field at first, ma'am. But over time, I got curious for what it's like to work at sea, ma'am, because it is not usual. It is very different from other career. And also, ma'am, I got inspired by the other stories of also successful maritime or successful midshipmen that also came from the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific, ma'am.
Sino-sino to? Ito ba sina Captain Labarda, sina Chief Engineer Chomi?
Captain Haveliano.
Si Captain Haveliana, yes. Si Captain Che Haveliana. Okay, yes, napaka-inspiring talaga ng mga alumni natin, ano? And ngayon, namamayagpag na sila sa maritime industry. And that talagang they're making waves, they're making a name for themselves, and of course, dala-dala nila yung bandera ng Pilipinas at of course, ng MAAP. So, I'm sure marami kayong mga natututunan din. Of course, I think si Captain Che Haveliana is one of your speakers, no? Sa event you today.
Yes, ma'am.
So, bilang babae sa isang male-dominated industry, in your case, sa MAAP, of course, dominated pa rin ng mga kalalakihan yung ating mga cadets. Ano ang naging hamon ninyo bilang kadete? And paano nyo ito nalagpasan? Or how do you deal with all of these challenges?
For me, ma'am, the greatest challenge that I ever faced as a cadet was being underestimated. Ever since when people knew that I will be entering the academy, all I received was doubt and worry na, si Mikay papasok. Kaya kaya niya? Babae siya. Something like that. All I received was worry. Pero despite na ma-discourage ako or i-doubt yung sarili kong kakayahan, parang I took it as a motivation to prove myself in spite of being a woman. I can also parang kaya ko yung magpagsabayan sa mga lalaki. I can also be parang kaya ko rin kung ano yung kaya ng mga lalaki. And I wanted to tell na parang profession na pagiging seafarer is wala sa gender. If you just have the heart, the courage, and determination to brave the seas, then I believe that you have a room to work for this industry.
Ganda
And
ng
for me, ma'am,
message.
also, one of my biggest challenge was proving myself to also myself. Because some people will doubt you, especially me when I got on board, ma'am. Karamihan sasabihin na, ay, babae na naman. Ganon. Ganon po yung mindset ng ibang tao on board na they are sure that you can handle certain tasks. And for me, some of them, they knew it as usual. But for me, to myself, sabi ko na, hindi pwedeng ganun lang ako. Hindi pwedeng sasabihin ng ibang tao na hindi ko kaya. Sa kanila, napaka-usual yun para kasi babae ako. Pero para sa akin, sa sarili ko mismo, hindi ako papayag na ganun lang yung magiging tingin sa akin ng iba. And also, I keep pushing through hard work, ma'am, that I can do by staying professional and never backing down from hard work. And also, ma'am, I surrounded myself with people who believe in me and also who supported me.
And that means yung mga kapwa kadete mo rin dyan na nakikita ko solid kayo hindi ba? I don't know if you participated in our International Women's Day celebration. Nakakatuwa yung ating mga women cadets from MAAP. Yung inyong solidarity and yung inyong energy iba, at yung pagiging driven ninyo sa inyong tinatahak na landas, no? And I'm sure that you will be able to reach great heights like our alumni who are now making waves in the industry. So, ngayong taon, ang theme ng International Maritime Organization para sa International Day for Women in Maritime ay An Ocean of Opportunities for Women. So, para sa inyong dalawa, ano ang kahulugan nito, An Ocean of Opportunities for Women? Do you feel this as you embark on your journey in the maritime industry? Do you feel that there's an ocean of opportunities waiting for you? Go ahead.
Well, actually, ma'am, based on the survey that I saw, in the maritime industry, there are still only 1% of women who are working on this industry compared to the 19% of men. So parang there is a large gap to bridge. So parang for me, ma'am, this theme means encouraging more women or young women to take this track without fear. And also, para din sa amin na who are already on this industry, cadet or officers, to make this place a better place, to make this place a better place for the next generation.
And just like third class Marimon said, that there's only 1% of women in the maritime industry, ma'am. For me, it's a reminder that there is a space for women to grow and succeed in this industry, ma'am. The theme for the years I am watching, ma'am. And it is not just about the representation anymore. And it is about the creating real opportunities for women also to lead, grow, and succeed on this field.
That's correct. And I think it's also encouraging, no? Tama naman yung sinabi niyo na in the global maritime workforce, only 1% are women. Pero fortunately, sa Pilipinas, medyo mas mataas yung statistics ng women seafarers. Nasa 6% of Filipino seafarers ang kababaihan. So hopefully, mas tumaas pa yan dahil sa mga katulad nyo na, championing other women in the industry, building each other up, and, creating safe spaces on board, hindi ba? At saka hopefully with our efforts ay ma-encourage din natin yung mga kasamahan sa barko, mga mapalalaki, kahit anong gender, na maging kultura na, yung ma-nurture yung kultura of inclusion, hindi ba? And equity on board. And of course, ang dami na niyang mga initiatives across the industry, and ang kailangan lang is maging ganap na yung ganyang kultura. And magsisimula yan sa mga young seafarers like you. And it's very encouraging to know na ganyan kayo katapang yung resolve nyo, yung inyong motivation, yung drive nyo to really thrive in the maritime industry. And we are really, really vouching for you, ano? Ayon sa International Maritime Organization, na mahalaga ang education, mentorship, and supportive policies para mas dumami ang kababaihan sa maritime industry. Sa pananaw ninyo, ano pa ba ang pwedeng gawin para mas ma-empower ang mga babae sa industriyang ito, ang mga babaeng seafarers? So of course, we know that the Philippine government is also supportive in this initiative to empower, to encourage more women to explore careers in maritime, kasama sa Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers, ang development of women in the maritime workforce. Of course, yung Maritime Labor Convention, which is the international instrument from which the Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers is based of ay nagkaroon na rin ng mga amendments to address yung mga issue ng shipboard violence and harassment, and marami na rin ginagawa across the industry to encourage women to explore opportunities in the maritime industry. Pero para sa inyo, ano pa yung mga pwedeng gawin ng industriya as a whole para mas ma-empower yung mga babaeng gaya nyo na sumali o maging seafarers din? Go ahead.
Aside from education, mentorship, and supportive policies, I believe that visibility plays a huge role in empowering women. So with that, para kasi sa akin, ma'am, I believe that many young girls still don't know that pwede silang maging seawoman. So I believe the best thing that we could do is to offer like parang info drives in schools, especially in public and coastal communities, where actual female seafarers and cadets can speak and share their experiences. Kasi kapag nakita ng estudyante yung mismong kadete or officer na babae na naka-uniform, nakarinig ng stories and experiences, they would believe that they could also brave the seas, or they could also be a woman. And also, ma'am, it is important that we emphasize this career is safe and welcoming to women, especially now that more female cadets and officers are entering the industry. We want to make this profession bigger and more inclusive. And the best way to do that is by reaching out, raising awareness, and proving that seafaring is not just for men, but for anyone with passion, grit, and determination.
And for me, ma'am, just like third class Marimon said, that it is important to highlight the stories of the successful women in maritime. Because for me, sabi ko nga po kanina, ma'am, na nandito po ako sa Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific dahil po sa successful story ni Captain Haviliana. And for me, highlighting her story is also what inspires me the most before I enter MAAP. And school and institution can create programs that are more inclusive, and especially also the shipping companies, not only the schools, should give equal opportunities for onboard training and also the promotion, ma'am. And for most of all, we need a mindset, not only for women also, but also for men, that being a woman is not a limitation.
Those are really good and very powerful messages from you. And tama kayo, no? Mahalaga yung meron kayong role model, hindi ba? May champion. Yes. Talagang tama, visibility, hindi ba? Gaya nila Captain Haviliana nga, ni Captain Labarda, ni Chief Engineer Chomi, na napapansin na rin ang, di ba, I don't know if napanood niyo yung video ni Captain Labarda na pinroduce ng Presidential Communications Office, hindi ba, na nabilib sa kanya yung kanyang opisyal, dahil nga kahit babae siya, magaling siya, matapang, hindi ba? And of course, kayo yung next generation, kayo yung next in line, natitingalain naman ng mga mag-a-aspire din na pasukin yung maritime industry. So, Ano ba sa tingin nyo yung mga skills or attitude na kailangan meron ng isang babae para magtagumpay sa maritime career? Mapadekman o engine department?
For me, ma'am, personally, I believe one of the most important attitude is to obey and follow, whether it is a regulation or a instruction from your superiors. Also, you must be humble enough to take on-the-spot correction and apply them without hesitation. Also, endurance, I believe, has endurance is also a vital key. Kasi I believe life at sea is physically and emotionally demanding.
Mhm.
But you'll face situation that will really test your limits. So if you really have that mindset not to quit and determination to keep going on despite the hardship, I think you and I will succeed.
For me, ma'am, confidence. Confidence is very important, and resiliency and adaptability are the key to success, ma'am. And also, you have to learn to be learn constantly and also ready to learn. Just like third class management, that you should be you should ready to from on the spot correction. You should accept the correction from other people. And also, just like in the academy, we have this stay calm under pressure. And teamwork is very important, ma'am, because this job isn't something that you can do alone. And of course, you have to believe in yourself that even others doubt you, you should be also the one that proving to yourself that you can do it.
Mhm. Those are really good points, very good insights. And bilang mga kadete, I'm sure na-expose na kayo sa maraming mga yung mga posible nyong kaharapin when you leave the four corners of your academy, of your institution. And mahalaga na ganyan yung mindset, mahalaga talaga na maging resilient, because being a seafarer takes a lot of work, hindi ba? Para umangat, it takes courage and constant training and aiming for more improvement, hindi ba? So ano ba yung dahilan kung bakit nyo napili yung pagiging deck at engine cadet ninyo? Kayo ba ang pumili niyan, or because yun lang yung opportunity na bukas nung pumasok kayo sa academy? Kasi of course iba rin yung level ng physical work na required sa engine, so paano nyo napili kung ano yung kung sa deck or engine kayo?
Well, first of all, for me, ma'am, since my father is a chief officer sa barko, parang I dream or I aspire to become a captain of a ship. Parang ako yung magpatuloy ng parang dream niya to reach the top of the position. And that I believe na gusto ko ring patunayan na bilang babae, I could navigate ship, I could lead the crew, na parang as a woman, kaya ko rin parang patakbuhin ng barko and maintain good relationship with people around.
And for me, ma'am, even though I was inspired by the success of Captain Haveliana, before I entered the academy, ma'am, I want to become a civil engineering. But since I passed the MAP entrance exam and I saw that there's a BS MARE, ma'am, which is the marine engineering, and I take the marine engineering course. Because when I entered, ma'am, when I passed and said to my parents about this, ma'am, they asked me to get the deck department course, ma'am, because they always said that engine is not for women. But I
Mhm.
want to prove to them that it is not about the gender, but also about what you want. And also I
Mhm.
want to become an engineer.
Yes, and of course, ika nga nila, hindi ba, breaking the glass ceiling para sa
Yes.
mga babae. And ang laging naiisip ko pag si Chief Engineer Chomi talagang bilib na bilib ako dun. Napakatapang, napakalakas, talino, talagang very well-rounded. Ay ang ating alumna sa MAAP na si Chief Engineer Chomi. Special shout out. Ayan. So, okay. So, huling question na, no? We're running out of time, pero napakaganda ng inyong mga sinishare na insights. I'm sure marami kayong mai-inspire na makakanood nitong interview namin sa inyo. And hopefully in the future, ma-interview uli namin kayo, ano? Of course, we wish you all the best. But before we end this interview, last question lang, bilang mga babaeng kadete, paano nyo sa tingin ma-inspire ang iba pang mga kababaihan, lalo na yung mga future, mga aspiring women seafarers natin, na posible at kayang-kaya ng babae na maging successful o sinasabi nga nila sa Gen Z, sumakses sa maritime industry. So siguro yung mga ano yung mga tips nyo sa mga gusto mag-follow sa inyong footsteps at gusto ring itry na pasukin ng maritime industry?
For me, ma'am, what I want future female cadets to know is this. Being a woman is not a weakness. It is strength. You don't need to be like anyone else to succeed. You just have to embrace who you are and use that as motivation. With dedication, proper training, and right support, nothing is impossible. When they see women standing strong and continuing despite the challenges, I believe more of them will be encouraged and to follow this path. If I can do it, so can you.
For me, I think that just doing my best. Because sharing just what I shared a while ago, that I was inspired by Captain Valiana, sharing my journey and open up not only the ups but also the downs of this industry. I can show that to others that it's not easy, but it's possible. And the representation matters, ma'am. That if the other girl sees me out there doing it, maybe they feel braver to go for it, and we lift each other just by showing that we belong here.
All right. Thank you very much for those messages. And of course, happy International Day for Women in Maritime. Of course, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your very encouraging, very inspiring messages for us today. And gaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, I'm sure maraming mamomotivate na mga kababaihan itong interview natin. And let's spread the word that there's a lot of an ocean of opportunities for women in this industry. And we are working towards inclusion, towards equity, diversity in maritime, for that to be the culture on board. We're working closely. We in AMOSUP, we work closely with our government, with stakeholders, industry stakeholders, and we're really pushing to increase the participation of women in the maritime industry. And kayo ang pag-asa natin, no? Yung mga kabataan nating seafarers na gaya ninyo. So ituloy nyo lang yan. Keep up the good work, and we wish you all the best in your careers as a future chief engineer and future master mariner, future captain. Alright, salamat. So before we end, i-share lang natin ang ating AMOSUP Contact Center, ACC. Our telephone number is 632-8527-8491 hanggang 98. The mobile number, Globe, 63945-795-5345, and Smart, 63920-437-1496. So, yung mga numero yan po ay para sa phone calls kung may kailangan po kayong impormasyon tungkol sa ating union. ang ating AmoSoup Official Facebook page at ang AmoSoup Official Facebook group ay nariyan din po. So please like and join our Facebook page and Facebook group on our AmoSoup Official Facebook page and group. And meron din po tayong AmoSoup Official YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Diyan po natin ina-upload ang mga episodes natin dito sa Alagang AmoSoup, and of course other videos produced by our union about our union welfare services and programs. And meron din po tayong official website, ang www.amosoup.org for more information about our service units. And share ko na rin po para sa mga kababaihan nating seafarers and mga young seafarers natin who would want to reach out to AmoSoup, meron na rin po tayong women_youth at amosoup.org. Ayan, any issue po, any concern ng ating mga women and young seafarers, you can always reach out to AmoSoup at women_youth at amosoup.org. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin sa Radyo Pilipinas, Ms. Susan Aizon, Milo Jonella, Jay Arevalo, Hero Lucero, Erwin Peñano at Jerome Toledo. At ang ka-AmoSoup natin na si Lara San Juan. Maraming salamat sa ating mga female cadets from the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific o MAAP na sina Midshipwoman 3rd Class Marimon Micaela Grace, ang ating deck cadet, at si Midshipwoman 1st Class Casa Verde Kiara May P, ang ating engine cadet. Maraming salamat sa napakayaman na ating conversation, na ating diskusyon ngayong araw. Again, happy International Day for Women in Maritime. Ang inyong mga kwento ay tunay na nagbibigay inspirasyon hindi lamang sa mga kabataang kababaihan, kundi sa buong maritime community. Ang ating selebrasyon ng International Day for Women in Maritime ay paalala na ang oportunidad sa industriya ay malawak na parang karagatan. Sa ngalan ng AmoSoup, patuloy kaming nagsusulong at sumusuporta sa inklusibong industriya kung saan ang lahat ay may pantay-pantay na oportunidad at respeto sa bawat isa, anuman ang lahi at kasarian. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng mga miyembro at dependents ng AmoSoup na siyang inspirasyon ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating union. Atin din pong subaybayan ang programang Alagang AmoSoup sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing Linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Simbulan at ito po ang Alagang AmoSoup.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AmoSoup dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.